Boom! We are here. It's my mother. We're gonna see A Complete Unknown. My brother already saw it. I don't even know why I'm doing a video. No one gives a shit. I mean, it's already been out for 2.5 months.
I did.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm taking you to see it. So my history with Bob Dylan is I lived in his hometown of Hibbing. He was born in Duluth, and he lived in Hibbing for his young adult life and everything. And I live in Duluth and grew up in Hibbing also. I worked at the Bob Dylan themed restaurant in town. Like, it was called Zimmy's because his last name's actually Zimmerman. And yeah, so I've had Bob Dylan shoved down my fucking throat my whole life. I really have. And all the adults he got booed off stage at the Hibbing talent show, and I've heard all about it. I'll tell you one thing, I really like Timothy Chalamet. I think he's a great actor. Supposedly, he learned guitar and trained to be like Bob Dylan for 5 years leading up to this movie.
Wow.
So talk about commitment. Yeah. I'm sure it's fairly accurate about how his mannerisms are and stuff. To be dead honest, I'm not super excited about this. I'm sure it's going to be like a drama. I'm sure it's mostly going to be a drama. And, so, I mean, I'm sure it's good. BJ said he gave it an 8.
Ooh.
And then he didn't tell me anything about it, so
good.
I'm going in blind besides like the trailer I saw. And then afterwards, since I don't want to do a review without him, he's going to join us on speakerphone because I'm up here in Hibbing with my mom where he was born, just to show some respect. Show some goddamn respect. My mom hates it when I say goddamn it.
I do.
Anyway, what do you think? I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to see how much they tell that's true and how much is fabricated.
But do you know? Have you read autobiographies or anything?
No, but
I don't know enough about him to
I know enough
judge
from family that knew him, my family that knew him. I know what they said, what they personal one-on-one experience when he was a kid. We'll see. Maybe Bob Dylan will see it on wherever, YouTube or wherever it ends
He's
up.
actually touring now. He's still... I just looked. There's tickets. You can buy tickets. He's in Mankato in like a couple months.
When's he coming to Hibbing? Back to here?
Never.
Well, he won't because he got booed off a stage. But maybe
that's what they all say, but who knows if that even happened.
Well, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go see this movie, and we'll let you know how it goes when we get done.
Okay.
See yous.
Okay. Boom.
Boom. Here we are. I'm calling my brother right now. And we're going to talk about this movie. We just saw A Complete Unknown.
Hello.
There he is. Well, you're on. I hit record already, so there you go.
Okay, cool, great.
I don't know how well they'll be able to hear you, but hopefully they can.
Yeah, that'd be great.
My initial thoughts were I was really fucking bored for huge swaths of that movie.
Sure.
And...
I have to agree.
I don't know. It kind of reminded me of that Trap movie, how it was like more about the music than it was about the plot. Like, for real. They played so many songs of his, like live performances and studio performances.
Yeah.
It was more about that than it was about like anything else. Because I honestly feel like he didn't have much of an arc. He was already that guy at the very beginning of the movie.
It was a little weird. I thought that if I wanted to like read or watch a documentary on his life, this would be this movie wouldn't match up with it. I don't think.
There's not much. I mean, sure, maybe the timeline's intact here. Like 1965, he was riding his motorcycle to this show. Like, but literally, it was about it was kind of about crappy relationships. A couple of them. Because he's kind of an asshole and super selfish.
The main theme of the character arc for him is that he gets famous and his personality doesn't change that much.
No.
But what it is he gets to be he's actually a rebel in this.
Yeah.
That's the main idea, is that,
Scrapper.
everyone around him is stuck in a certain mode, and he's outgrowing it really quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he's pushing the envelope of what music can be, and he doesn't want to do the same shit.
Well,
that
he's trying
everyone
like 50 different styles of music.
He doesn't
So-
want to
Literally,
be
and
playing
he
the
likes-
farm anymore.
What blew me away,
Yeah.
blew my mind was that he has made 55 fucking albums in his life. That's insane.
He made a lot of
Yeah,
albums.
he's a writer, man.
55 is a
He's
ton.
the only musician who got
A Nobel Prize in literature.
In literature ever. So that's pretty neat.
In the documentary, he said he got that award because he sold his soul to the devil. The documentary that I seen. Yeah, he came right out and said, "I sold my soul to the devil to get here."
Huh.
Weird.
Well,
He did.
yeah, I don't know. It was boring. The acting was really good. I don't know. My problem is that I don't really like his music much. Some of it's good.
I get that.
I don't like-
I think more of any.
I don't like folk music, I don't think.
His writing is more.
His writing is awesome.
He's a great poet. He's a
He is.
fantastic.
I'll give him that.
His voice, he has
epic.
no voice. They remind me of Sonny and Cher when he was up there with Joan, because he's got this bleh voice and she's got the beautiful voice, and that's the same thing as
Right.
Sonny and Cher. But he made it work with the music in the background.
The lyrics.
The lyrics, yeah.
Yeah.
He made with the lyrics, yeah.
He I don't know, the acting, he did a great performance.
He did.
I feel like that's probably exactly how Bob Dylan acted.
Yeah, I think
So-
so.
So a little history about his performance. He spent 5 years.
Yeah. We talked about that in the pre-review, so
Yeah, practicing being Bob.
I thought that was amazing to find out that he
that's
actually
crazy.
did all
Yeah.
that.
And he did 2 Dune movies in there and Willy Wonka.
Yeah, just a crazy fucking guy.
Oh.
I gotta give him mad props, man. He's kind of
Hold
like,
on.
he's an up and coming.
I've never seen someone actually like take down the things.
They're taking down.
They're
that-
taking down. He's got like a pole.
He's
All
got
right.
a pole and he's
Yeah.
getting
Anyway.
the names
Enough
of
about
the
that.
shows off the board. in front
Yeah.
of
I
us.
thought he'd do it.
Sure.
You'll get to see it when
Or
it
not.
comes on.
Whatever, because he didn't actually do it. It's taken so long for him to do that. Like he came out and he took one letter down. I was like, all right, I want
Oh,
to see
here
it.
comes another one.
Hey, another letter. It's a magnet.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway,
That's cool.
There was one song I wanted him to play, and he
She-
didn't play
she
it.
kept saying
and
it
it's
the whole
called
movie.
"Positively 4th Street." You got to look it up and listen to it. It's a beautiful
Okay.
song.
well, anyway,
I mean, I really like that one.
Yeah,
The other songs, I don't like his music either. I don't.
yeah, I don't like folk music.
When I walked out of there, I felt like I had a little bit more respect for him, actually.
I
And
feel the same way, but
What,
know.
what happened with me is they show these insights in that movie of how, like, his writing process itself.
yeah,
You know, he goes into his ex-girlfriend. He's up in the middle of the night writing and singing to himself, and she's trying to sleep, and she's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And he's like, "What? I'm just trying."
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, that manic state that he's in, I've actually been in that state before. I
Sure.
know what that's like, where you can't.
You wanna
your
finish the
brain
project
shut
type
off.
thing,
You have
yeah.
to finish it, otherwise you'll never.
I've
catch
been there
that
too.
lightning.
Yeah, you'll never. Yeah.
So,
can't get
it
that
was
those couple
really
words right or nothing.
to see a little bit of that in the story, and not just like events happening to him and him reacting. It's more of like an in-depth of, and I don't know if he's really like that, but I think that's a very common situation
Yeah.
for writers and musicians.
Another
to be
thing
in.
I'm gonna say is it was shot grainy, like a 70s movie. It looked really grainy for a lot of it.
True.
I think they were putting a filter on it just to make it look older.
Yeah.
But I don't respect that. Make it look crystal clear and then just be in the period.
I like the
Because
beginning.
there's a lot of cool
It's
cars.
necessary.
They were like
Aw.
looking great, but if I lived there, like if I was walking around, I wouldn't have a filter on my fucking eyeballs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see how it actually would have looked if I had been there. I don't like that
Well,
artsy
like,
filter
as if it was
shit.
recorded from that time.
Exactly.
Well-
That's what it was kind of like, man. It was kind of stupid.
I like the idea. I like that they showed Minneapolis, and I saw the Fauché Tower, and I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, I went up there with my sister, my other sister, anyways, that and the cars. The cars are beautiful.
Cars were really nice.
God, really nice.
That was the biggest.
The outfits.
building in Minneapolis,
It was shocking to me that how less, because I'm sure that was like they were going for like, oh, this is the period, this is the type of clothes people wore.
Right.
I thought it'd be way more hippie. Because when I think of the 60s, I just think of like bell bottom, you know, the
Flower
over
children.
glorified parts of, you know, eccentric 60s clothing.
I think that stuff was a lot of that was happening on the coast. Like
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of cool to be more grounded. Like their clothes aren't that much different than ours, really, except we have a lot more labels on our shit. But
that's true.
I don't know. Let's get to scores.
Okay.
I thought it dragged on. It was really long to me. There's too many fucking music performances. I'm gonna go. I know, but I wanted to learn more about him and his relationships than just listen to the songs I could listen to.
It gets kind of like it's juicy. It's got morsels in there that are.
I don't really agree with that, but you know, agree to disagree.
So to preface or to clarify something, I have not seen this movie in a month, guys. So I saw it before everyone else saw it, but with somebody else. Well, I'm going from memory and my impressions. But go ahead.
It was above average to me. The acting was really good. I just, like I said, it drug for me, and I was just like, I didn't really feel like there was much of any plot besides the minor arc of him being a rebel type thing. So I'm gonna say above average is a 6. Remember, 5's average. I'm going to give it a 6. What did you give it, B? I said in the beginning you had given it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Didn't you give an 8?
He gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
Your number will be right in the middle here. Bam.
I totally love this movie.
Okay. What about you, Mom?
I'm going to give it a 7.
A 7?
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it and
That's a solid
everything,
score.
but they left a lot of stuff out because I know more of him.
Yeah.
And
they
they didn't pick any good music to play up there. The shit that I heard, I didn't like.
I liked most of those, but they're mostly his most popular songs.
There was,
not a good song.
there was 3 or 4. No, there's 3 or 4. No, his songs. There's 3 or 4 songs of his that he wrote that I liked, but the other ones I didn't care for because to me they're not even really songs. They're not even singing. He doesn't even sing. He just as long as you got that monotone going out there, you got good music going on behind you, you can sing anything.
My thing is I like bands better than a solo person playing guitar.
I do too.
I don't really enjoy that much. So
he changed up when he got his electric guitar.
When he played the last show, when he played that last show with electric guitar in the band, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, he can rock.
But he got dissed for that.
Then everyone hated him because he's a sellout.
Well, he single-handedly
broke in
that festival.
Anyway,
and
spoilers.
But he fixed
and then
it.
He just ruins it and shits on it with electric guitar.
But then he turned around and fixed it.
Sorry for
Came
anyone
out
that I
with the
didn't
guitar.
hit spoilers for first. But at the end, he does a bunch of shit and gets shit on for it. But
right.
I mean, technically that's a spoiler.
Like Mom
But he
said,
fixed
he
it.
does go back and play the song that they wanted them to play.
Right, with the acoustics.
Yeah.
He did. He fixed it.
But they were still pissed because he didn't play a full set. But
they're pissed because they didn't do it his way. He's done on Mama's farm.
What did you guys think that was Edward Norton, right?
Pete Seeger.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. What did you think of his performance?
I thought it was great.
Because he's really playing a banjo.
Yeah. No, for real. I don't normally like Edward Norton. Like, I just don't. I find him kind of snivelly a little bit and whiny.
Sure.
But I really liked him on this one. I think he did a great job. Like, I'm not gonna not give credit where it's due. You know, he did great.
Yeah.
He was like the cornerstone of Bob Dylan's whole fucking everything.
Literally, and the way that all came to be, you know, how they all meet at a, you know, recovery place or whatever you want to call that.
This guy is having such a hard fucking time getting these letters down. Oh my God, I feel bad. It's like cold and windy out. And he doesn't have gloves.
I think this dude is a girl.
Oh, well, let's not get there. So anyway, yeah, I don't know if there was really spoilers. He has a girlfriend he meets, and he's
got a couple.
He's pulling a
fast one on the blonde.
No, he's pulling like I don't want to name names, but we all know who I'm talking about. Move in with a girl so that he can get fucking free food and rent.
12 weeks.
Well, no, it was way longer than that.
She was gone for 12 weeks.
I know, but he lived with her way longer than that.
Oh.
And she came back, and he still stuck around. It didn't say enough about what year it was. Often enough for me to really follow the timeline.
63 to 65.
I'm guessing he was with her for a couple years, maybe. I think so.
I think about a year, because 63,
Oh, yeah,
because
year,
then
whatever.
Kennedy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole movie starts in like 61 is when he meets her. So, but anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that the movie captures a certain
spirit
set of grains of sand in a timeline. You know what I mean? And I think like it really does. It's more of a glimpse into that than necessarily anything else, because the political climate,
it's fucked up.
in the social climate, it's all reflected in music. And so when it comes down to what kind of music was popular at the time, well, he
during
was
that era,
the whole thing, and he was.
He was talking a lot of shit about the government in his lyrics. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is good.
But that song, Positively 4th Street, if he would have sang that song,
she would have given it another point.
Last song on the movie, that would have put all the establishment in its place.
Well, he didn't. So.
Because
I mean,
that's what that song was about. Because
you heard it here first. He didn't.
Yeah, because how does it go? It goes, you think you're a friend of mine in my face, but when you turn your back and it's just.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, let's go somewhere else in the thing.
Well, go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to think of what I was gonna go, because to me there isn't really a story. Johnny Cash is in it a chunk.
A little bit.
And it's kind of cool.
I like his scene where he's really, really shit-faced and he moves his car.
He runs into that car.
He's like, I'm just going to move this thing.
But he didn't hit the bike.
Yeah, correct.
It was all about avoiding the bike.
It was all about moving to get a little gap for him.
I wonder what their relationship is or was.
Actually was?
After that, I wonder.
I don't know.
Was it, I don't know if these are, because I can imagine he's
a very rebellious
writer too, so he probably has a bunch of shit written down and people know a lot about him.
He's got a good line that he repeats in that movie where he's like, go ahead, track mud on the carpet.
Yeah.
That's what he tells Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
To go ahead, be a rebel, do what you fucking want to do. Don't listen to these assholes. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Literally, the end concert, he tracked mud on the carpet of that whole organization.
He surprised
the Newport Folk Festival.
Everybody. He surprised everybody.
They're like, if he goes out there with electric guitar, fucking do it.
Do you see him pick the electric guitar?
Yeah.
Everybody booed him.
Edward Norton's gonna fucking pull the plug on him.
Yeah.
With an axe.
With an axe.
Fuck you. No, you're not. I thought that was awesome. She stood up for her friend,
Yeah.
Their family
She looked upset though. She looked like, damn it, he's
like, ooh.
she looked torn. Like, he's just tearing down this festival, and I'm kind of like, and as her, she's like, bummer, but let him fucking express himself.
Right.
So that was good.
No, she got it. That was one of those. I mean, it's the climax of the whole movie right there.
It is. And to me, it's so anticlimactic. I couldn't give it that much. I mean, it's a true story, so I can't. I don't want a shooting or something.
We can't over sensationalize it because
I know. Unfaithful. Captain America shows up in fucking Red Hulk.
Right,
and
at a Bob Dylan concert.
Electric guitar here and pissing polka.
But you think about it though, it was like a soothing movie sort of. I mean, there's no murders. There was no. It was just blasé.
It was, and that's why it kind of drugged for me because it was just
as far as action goes.
I didn't feel like there was any big peaks. It was like, get the fuck out of my house, okay? And then she's like,
even yell at him.
A lot of it was depressing.
Yes.
Well, exactly. And
he's breaking up with these girls, he's hurting people that on accident. He's like, I can't be
like Mom said.
He's trying to be true to himself, and then it hurts other people that he's not willing to change.
Well, like Mom just said,
he's not going to deviate from. So
she said, there's no yelling even. That's how plain Jane this movie. No one even yelled.
No, she
the whole movie.
And then the girlfriend, when she comes...
Dude, can you imagine him yelling? I can't.
No, but I thought some of the
No.
women would yell at him.
Well, even the girlfriend when he
Yeah.
comes to go see the blonde girl again. What's her name? And
Sylvia.
Sylvia, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And then he talks a little bit, and then all of a sudden he hears a door. So somebody's in the bedroom when we just got into the bathroom, closed the bathroom. They just looked at each other like, "Well, I moved on. I have somebody else. Why are you here?"
You hear the guy say, "Who is it? Who's here? Who's here?"
Oh, nothing. It's just Bob Dylan.
And then he just walks away. He's like, okay. A lot of it, he just walks out of situations like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Tries to walk.
Yes, weird.
I
This
find
is-
that to be one of the most powerful answers to anyone.
Sure.
In an argument,
Yeah.
to walk the fuck out of there. It just
A lot of it's not
leaves
even,
it
the thing is, a lot of it's not even arguments or anything.
No.
It's just like these rich people, he's always like, oh, I'm so sick of you. And he just walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like half the movie is him being like, oh, I hate these fucking people. I'm walking
Yeah.
away.
It's weird.
It
You know,
happens
this
like
movie,
10
I
times.
know he doesn't really have an arc, but I think it's more about, it's one of those movies that happen once in a while where it's really about all the arcs he creates in other people just by being him.
By being around them and shit. Yeah.
By being around them. They're the ones that change. He's unstoppable, and he's just, this force.
Well,
so,
I think we're wrapping it up though, because we're at.
Well,
yeah.
Joan Baez went on to make a gazillion records.
Yeah, it said
too.
she made like 30-something records.
Yeah, she
and
was very, very
crazy.
popular in the 60s.
Yeah.
I never bought her music because it was
folksy.
folksy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. I think,
Maybe had I lived back then, maybe, just maybe, I would have like been into it because I like, I was into punk rock because it's all about like fuck the man, and like that's kind of what he's about a little bit. So that might have been my only outlet in the 60s, I probably would have listened to some of that shit, but I just don't like how.
So, is there any spoilers?
No, we spoiled him.
No,
At the end,
It really
he
isn't.
plays electric guitar. But you know what's fucking stupid? They ruined that in the trailer. The guy's like, if he plays electric guitar, it does, oh god, in the trailer. So you already know that he's gonna do it. So that's like literally the only spoiler, except he cheats on Sylvia.
One of those
They
trailer
cheated.
failures,
When she was gone for 12 weeks, he cheated on her.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
that's
Joan Baez disappeared, and then the black girl showed up.
Yeah, it did
It
happen.
was there for like 10 minutes.
I know, and
Yeah.
she's like, what are you doing? And she was like, but I love you. He's like, I just fucking met you. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
But it's what it is these women fall in love with him because, like, the idea of him.
Yeah, they don't even know him yet. They have an idea in their mind.
Like,
of
she
who
was
he
in
is.
love with Bob Dylan probably before she met him, type thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
Exactly.
So, but
Exactly.
we're gonna let you go. At least we finally got to see it.
Hi,
Yeah, I'm glad
BJ.
you guys did. It's a little late, but it's fine. And then it was fun to join you guys on a phone call.
I don't ever want to do this again, just because it's so weird and the audio might turn out like shit. But and if it does, I'll just shut this whole
Bet
thing
you
down.
5-1 they're going to see Bob Dylan.
No,
Yep.
they're
Where
gonna
else do they
see Dogman.
No, they're gonna go see.
Dog
They're
Man.
old.
Or Double O's up there. See,
Okay, guys,
Double O.
let's see if I can do the close. All right, thanks for watching,
Nah, they're
guys.
gonna go see
Like,
Bob
share,
Dylan.
subscribe, bang the bell, leave a comment. Is this an 8? Is it a 7? Is it a 6? Did you even see this movie? What do you want?
Are you from Hibbing?
Anything?
If you are and you subscribe to us, that's crazy.
Bob Dylan, a complete unknown.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we will see you next time, skis.
Peace.
Bye.